UAE banking. It can be like Emirates first class flights, Etihad first class flights, the best experience in the world. In today's video, I will explain you everything you need to know about UAE banking, the pros and cons, personal banking, corporate banking, how to open this bank account. I will reveal the best and the worst banks and much more. So let's jump right into the video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Aziz Samuel Abdul Aziz Bubaus. I'm the CEO and founder of the whole Wealth Group, from wealth consulting to wealth corporate services provider to wealth estate to private processing. And this is the third video in our ultimate Moving to Dubai video series. And for this UAE banking video, I will present you again a great brochure of our team, and you can download every single brochure at wealthconsulting.com for free. And before we start with this video, I want to share a little hint about my story and our vision. In my past, I lived in Germany. As you know, I had tax issues and they just blocked my bank accounts, treated me like shit. And at this time, I realized, hey, if I would have at least another bank account in another jurisdiction in this world, I would still have banking. But now this tax office just destroyed me, and now I can't take care of my family, can't take care of my business, can't take care of my employees, can't take care of anything. And that's why I realized that banking is really important. And probably everybody of you knows how important banking is, because most entrepreneurs, e-commerce entrepreneurs, trading entrepreneurs have banking issues and spend sometimes 50% of their time just solving banking issues. And that's why I open bank accounts in the best jurisdictions in the world. I open more than 50 bank accounts, also sometimes simply to try and see which country, which bank is good. And nowadays I use mostly high-level banking, for example with Chase, JP Morgan in the US, good banking in Singapore, good banking in Hong Kong, and here in the UAE, and in different Gulf countries. And I don't know which bank is good, which bank is bad. I don't know too much about the details, and that's why I also would like to have more experts, more scholars, more people who know more about riba, about the current banking system. I would like to have these people here on our channel to learn more about it. For right now, I just know that all this banking system is not good. But the only way that I see right now is first to make more money, to learn more, and then I can actually change something. And this was the #1 goal in my life in history. I just wanted to get rich and powerful and influential, so that if I see that things are not good, that I can change something. But then I realized it's not enough that I have money. I actually need the ultimate community of righteous people who also have money and power and influence. And this is what we are building here with Wealth Consulting and with all of our companies. We are building a righteous community of high-level entrepreneurs. So if we want to build our own bank, if we want to change the banking system, if we want to change whatever is bad in this country, we actually build a community with billions of dollars, with influence, so that we can actually change something. This is the vision that I have. For now, I can only follow my step-by-step plan. And for right now, you know which services we offer. And one key service is obviously bank account opening. So why should you set up a bank account in Dubai or in the UAE? #1, you need it. You need a personal bank account. You need proof of funds. You need credit cards for your business. You need a corporate bank account for your business. You need a bank account. There's no way around it in this system. We can't live somewhere behind mountains and just exchange some cash. We need good banking. That's why it's so important. And all entrepreneurs waste 50% of their time with payment processing, proof of funds, banking, and I'm the banking master. We fix all of your banking issues holistically. Some people can't even imagine that this is true. A lot of people think it's just the norm that for every 15K transactions that they ask you for KYC, for documents. But that's why we help you to open real bank accounts. So once you open this bank account, you will never have any issues. No KYC, no documents, no waste of time, no more becoming crazy and becoming aggressive, and this bank is blocking your holding of funds. It's not possible with real proper banks. So there are endless amounts of endless reasons for opening a bank account here. I think it's just a no-brainer. There are different types of bank accounts in the UAE. There are corporate bank accounts for free zone companies, for mainland companies, and for foundations. There are personal bank accounts, and there are even non-resident bank accounts. An easy bank account is the fintech bank VIO for personal and for business, and a lot of clients, especially for their business, open VIO. It looks great, but obviously if you have $150,000 or more, you should open a real local bank account. It's the same rule of thumb in the US or in Hong Kong. If you have $150,000 to deposit, then it makes sense to open good local bank accounts, and you will directly have priority banking. You have a priority banker or private banker who can send you your wires, who can do everything for you. You can build credit score. You have the best cards for travel hacking. You obviously have the best proof of funds reputation with good banks, and you just are more safe. You don't need to worry about your money at all. You have a great customer support, and that's how your life will look like in the future. Private banking, private processing, and not worrying about anything. So how does the UAE bank account process work? Really simple. Step number one is you just meet with our bankers here in our office at the Emirates Towers. You sit with us here. We prepare all documents so that the bank account opening works immediately. And that's how we do bank account opening all over the world. So if you want to open a local bank account in the US on your name, we prepare all documents, we submit it with the banker, so you just need to go one time to the branch and open your bank account. The same here in the UAE. We prepare all your documents, you meet with the bankers together here, and you open the bank account immediately. Here again, we have a conservative calculation, which means until your bank accounts really work properly, it takes 1 to 2 weeks. And corporate bank accounts, if it's a new company, if it's an established company, it works immediately. But for a new company, it can take 1 or 2 months. And that's why I always recommend, if you open a bank account, again, doesn't matter if it's you open a bank account with us in the US or here in the UAE, spend 1 or 2 weeks at least in these jurisdictions to see that the bank account works, to wait for your cards, and so on, to activate everything, and then you can leave, and then you can travel. So around 1 or 2 weeks, then you receive your credit and debit cards. We can directly send it to any address, to your hotel, to your Airbnb, and it's easy peasy basically. So you see a few weeks, and then you have good local banking. What are the best banks? We have 4 banks that we like. The first bank is Emirates NBD. Is the best internationally established bank. They have headquarters here in the UAE, but also in Riyadh, in London, in Singapore. It's especially the ultimate private banking experience. And ADCB is also great, Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank. They are better in asking less questions compared to Emirates NBD, but I like both. First Abu Dhabi Bank is actually the strongest bank here in the UAE, backed by the UAE government, and this should obviously give you a lot of safety. You are the safest jurisdiction in the world, and you need to understand the UAE doesn't have a lot of greenery. They don't have a lot of history, so they are mainly reliant on your trust in the financial system. That's why they can't afford one mistake, and that's why everything works so smoothly. And you see, Abu Dhabi has the largest sovereign investment fund in the world, and they own, for example, First Abu Dhabi Bank. So it's 100% stability compared to your Western banks or your fintech banks where you get treated like a slave in some online chat. And Emirates Islamic Bank is the best Islamic alternative here, especially good for personal banking. But FAB also has Islamic banking. Emirates NBD, ADCB also offers Islamic banking. I can't reveal if Islamic banking is really Islamic. I don't know the details. I just know that they offer these things, and we can tell our banker to open whichever bank account you want with them. So which options do you have for banking? You have corporate bank accounts, you have personal bank accounts, you have non-resident bank accounts, you have offshore company bank accounts, and you have bank accounts for your foundation. Yes, foundation bank accounts are more costly, usually $1 million bank balance, at least for the first 3 months, to open a bank account because it's anonymous but gives you great asset protection. Then we can offer bank accounts here in the UAE even for offshore companies, like for example Seychelles, Mauritius, Hong Kong companies, which is definitely great. So if you have a company somewhere else, you have an e-commerce company in Hong Kong, we can open you a bank account in the UAE. And then non-resident bank accounts can be good, but obviously better just to get your residency and to open great personal bank accounts. And we always recommend to use priority banking with minimum 200,000 or 500,000 dirham bank balance, because that's when local banks really make a lot of sense. That's when you have a dedicated relationship manager. That's why you have the best cards in the world. And then the highest tier, highest prestige is obviously private banking. On average, if you have 4 million bank balance with them or assets under management, this is obviously the highest tier. And private banking, if you have the money, can be definitely good. And you have obviously Islamic banking, Sharia compliant financial solutions, interest-free banking and profit-sharing models, ethical banking with transparent terms. But I'm really relied on your comments, so write down into the comments if I should make more videos about Islamic banking, because I would like to really do a deep dive into Islamic banking and the back end, because we live in a complex world and it's a complex topic, but always important for me and for our clients to, step one, build enough wealth, build enough power, because only if you have money, influence, and power, you can actually change something in this world. So let's talk about cards and about travel hacking. Most people come to us and say, hey, I want this Emirates Skywards cards, I want this Etihad cards. Hey Aziz, I see you fly non-stop first class around the world with Etihad residence, a 3-room suite in the sky, with Emirates non-stop. How can I do it? And I'm telling them, look, most of the times I'm not even paying for these flights because I manage travel hacking without investing a lot of time into travel hacking. How can you do it too? I personally just use Chase for most international operational businesses, Chase Inc., Chase Sapphire, but I use these points and transfer them straight to Emirates or Etihad, especially Emirates. Why? Travel hacking only makes sense with the best airlines in the world, and the best airlines in the world are Middle Eastern Gulf airlines. This is Oman Airlines, Qatar Airways, Etihad Airways, and Emirates Airways. And Emirates and Etihad are my 2 favorite airlines in the world. So it makes really sense to focus on travel hacking with these 2 airlines. So you can transfer all points to these airlines, but the easiest way for travel hacking is to have Emirates and Etihad branded cards. So you just pay with these cards and these points are automatically transferred to these airlines. Obviously famous Emirates Skywards card with Emirates NBD, you directly level up to become a silver member, and when you pay more, you fly more, you become gold, and eventually platinum member like me, and then you can non-stop be in the first class lounge, get more points, fly first class for free, and Emirates is definitely the the best choice, and you have either this Emirates NBD card, or actually the best card for Emirates is the Emirates Islamic Emirates Skywards Black credit card, where you get up to 3.5 Skyward miles per US dollar that you spend. You have automatic gold status, and that's why I told you I like Emirates Islamic, especially for personal banking, and I see they're currently also improving with their online banking, while the online banking with Emirates NBD and ADCB and First Abu Dhabi Bank is already highly developed and great. So one of these two cards for Emirates. Then you have Marriott Bonvoy, which is great for all the Marriott hotels around the world. And we can show you right now all the participating members of the Marriott Bonvoy program. So if you want to stay in one of these hotels around the world, Marriott Bonvoy makes sense. And then obviously the other airline, Etihad with Abu Dhabi. Etihad is really great now because since 1 year they have a new terminal in Abu Dhabi, a beautiful, perfect first-class lounge. And if you fly to London or New York, for example, with Etihad, the residents, you will realize this is absolutely amazing. So I love both Emirates and Etihad. And for Etihad, you have either the ADCB, Etihad Guest Infinite credit card, which I personally use, or you also have options with other banks. Even Emirates NBD has a good Etihad card, and First Abu Dhabi Bank also has the Etihad Guest Infinite credit card, because Etihad, Abu Dhabi, First Abu Dhabi Bank Abu Dhabi, ADCB Abu Dhabi, and Emirates NBD and Emirates Islamic, Emirates Dubai with Emirates. Here we also mentioned American Express. With us you can get American Express Gold and Platinum and Black, but for me, honestly, I'm not a big fan compared to conventional wisdom of American Express. Why? Because I'm only building things in my life which are sustainable and safe and stable, and American Express is not stable, because 1 month they give you 100K, then in the next month only 3K. It's an up and down and unreliable. That's why I rely mostly right now on Chase Ink, Chase Sapphire, and on all my cards here in the UAE with ADCB and Emirates NBD and Emirates Islamic and First Abu Dhabi Bank. And if you have these banks, you're really good to go. And then you can do everything. You have good proof of funds. These cards and these bank accounts help you all over the world. Cashing out crypto is not that difficult. I mean, Binance is headquartered here in the UAE, and if you do everything right, you can also cash out crypto here. You can do everything if you do things right, if you have the right connections. Because like I always say, most rules anyways only apply to the people in the matrix who don't have the right connections. But if you know the CEO of every bank, of every card, of every payment processing company, most rules don't apply for you, because you can always get VIP treatment, and with us you will enjoy this VIP treatment. So I hope this banking blueprint could help you. I'm really looking forward to your comments. You can download this brochure and all the other brochures on our website. And if you want to learn more about how we can help you to grow and protect your wealth, then just go to wealthconsulting.com, book a call with us, and I would say see you at the call, see you in the next video, or see you in real life.